Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test, and today Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's Joy Division shirt, does it pass the pub test?
He recently got off an aeroplane. He'd been in Washington, D.C., all eyes on him. He had big discussions with Donald Trump. He knew he'd be photographed at the airport. He gets off the plane in casual dress. We know he loves his music. Mm-hmm. He's wearing a Joy Division T-shirt.
Joy Division. And it was of a time Joy Division led into wartime, I guess, Nazi fascist propaganda. But then what would you say about U2? U2 were named after the U2 rocket, which the Nazis invented and were going to blow up London with.
Interesting, because most of us wouldn't know what Joy Division was.
I didn't know until that moment.
And, well, that's the thing.
Until we talked about this morning.
Until we talked about this, but I'll tell you what it means in a minute. But he was made aware of this on a podcast a couple of years ago in 2022. That the name was taken from a wing of a Nazi concentration camp where Jewish women were forced into sexual slavery. That was the Joy Division. And when he was on a podcast with Nigel Marsh in 2022, he was made aware of that and he said, wow, that's dark, isn't it? So it's only a T-shirt, sure, but if I knew that and I knew I'd be photographed at an airport, I don't know if I'd have worn it.
Yeah, but the dudes of Joy Division, they were more or less named after that because they wanted people not to forget about the atrocities of the past. So
and that's
you actually
the context,
read about that.
That's the context for them. But it being worn by a Prime Minister without that context around it, Susan Lee has said that it's hugely inappropriate at a time when Jewish Australians are facing a rise in anti-Semitism and families are asking for reassurance and unity. The Prime Minister chose to parade an image derived from hatred and suffering. How do you feel about this? Is it just a T-shirt? Does it matter? Should Susan Lee not bother with this discussion? Albo's Joy Division T-shirt, does it pass the pub test?
Oh, mate, it's just a band shirt. That's ridiculous. I know where the name of the band comes from, so they're going to go that far back. They're going to go that deep to find something to criticise him just for a band shirt. Leave the guy alone and concentrate on what they're doing in their lives. You know, get offended for nothing.
This is getting ridiculous. It's like the Parliament are a bunch of schoolyard whingers. Can't wear this T-shirt. It's offensive. Like, really? Parliament, you need to grow up and get over yourselves. To me, let Albo wear what he wants to wear, so to me it passes the pub test.
No, it doesn't. And he knows better, as Amanda pointed out, that he was fully aware of it and he's upsetting the Jewish community and he's doing it deliberately. So no, it does not pass the pub test.
I don't think it's a problem. The T-shirt's not intentional. It's one of his favourite bands. What if he wears a Dire Straits T-shirt and Dire Straits means we're all depressed? He gets picked on about that. Susan Lee needs to just reset and think about the bones she can pick rather than nitpicking about things like this. She's just being silly.
Definitely not. My father was a soldier, fought for his country, was a prisoner of war for 4 years. Definitely not. I'm highly insulted.
Well, highly insulted.
Interesting mixed bag there.
Mixed bag. Thank you for all your calls.